right, looks like I'm back. Hello, everyone. This is the MGTOW Cowboy. Greetings and salutations. I'm back. I'm on the attack, and I'm ready to slack. All right, let's copy that. And then let's see if I can get some guests in here. I'll start by posting a comment. And we can see if we can get people in. So I'm not going to go long if no one calls in. I'm trying to get some people to call in. I oh, I just made like a 37-minute stream right now, but it did fail because well, unfortunately my phone just ran out of juice, and I had to go grab my extension cord, and so I thought I'd start up again. If I can get people to join, and who knows, we can go for another half an hour, who knows, but if not, anyway, yeah, I just wanted to, I haven't been on in months, so I wanted to make a quick stream, say hi to everyone, give you guys some updates, and I wanted to see how all of you are. So anyway, I've just completed 6 months at my new job, and so far everything's going well. I've broken into the trucking industry and making lots of money and working a lot and real busy. And but I haven't killed anyone yet, which is great. And money coming in nice and steady. That's great. Um, what else? So I started a diet, but I thought I'd get into that later. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. Well, see, part of the problem is I did have a couple of drinks last night or tonight or whatever. I got off of work at 4 in the morning, and I've been up since, playing some video games. So I do have some good news. There's a friend or a contact who is like an IT guy, and I told him I was interested in maybe procuring his services, and he rebuilt me an old offline computer. So I've got like this old tower. What's the word? What's the parlance I'm looking for? Yeah, tower, or like those old computers. I don't know what else to call it. The only word that's coming to mind right now is a tower. I've got like this old tower computer, like 20 years old. I had to purchase. You guys remember that old operating system called XP? I had to go online, purchase XP, just so he can install like this old operating system, so I could play these old games. And we did that, and now I've been rocking out these old games. Oh, I bought a tiny little, like 3 or 4 shot. I think it was like a pony or something, pony size of vodka, and I made myself 3 mixed drinks after getting off of work. Oh, I'm working a lot, making good money, but trade off now is like I have no time. I have absolutely no time during the week. I only have Saturday and Sunday off, so my weeks have become very regimented, or much more regimented. Oh, what else? Oh, you know what? I could take a second look at the comments, see what everyone's talking about. I don't know if there's anyone. Oh, we got Zombro. Hey, what's up, Eric Zombro? What's up, man? I haven't spoken to you. I haven't seen you or spoken to you in I don't want to say many months, but many weeks. Yeah, great to see you. I hope you're doing well. Uh, yeah. What's new with you? Going down the line. Oh, looks like we have someone. Is this a private chat or something? Oh yeah, I see you, bro. I see you, Eric. Yeah, feel free to join, man. I could use the company. Plus, it's hard to just talk all by yourself. Great seeing you. Okay, Primal Studies. Good to see this popped on my feed. Salute, Cowboy. Hey, what's up, Primal Studies? I actually do not recognize you. I got booted. You got booted, huh? That's weird. Huh. I'll try to drop the link again. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. You got booted, eh? I'll try again. Huh. That's strange. Primal Studies. I don't know if I've ever spoken to you before. I just can't recall. Oh, I see Zombro. Oh, okay, Zombro. I see you. I'm gonna add you in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, cowboy?
Hey, Mr. Eric Zombro. How are you, sir?
Not bad at all. Good to see you.
Great. Yeah,
Glad to
yeah.
hear.
Right.
I won't.
Likewise.
Yeah, I won't stay long. I just want to let you know, happy for you, man. Glad everything's going good.
Yeah, right. It's very busy, which is, it's good and it's bad, to have I have plenty of work, so
Good.
um
That's always good.
yeah, yeah, right. And I have my weekends, which is really nice. A lot of
Yeah.
people who have work, maybe they'll have like a Monday off or a Wednesday, but they're not necessarily guaranteed weekends off. I do have weekends off. That is a small plus. Um yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, it comes in handy because when you start getting able to be taking like vacation days, you can just tack them on to like the weekend. So you have like you can take off like a Friday and a Monday. So give yourself a little vacation.
so apparently my company has this thing where I don't particularly like this, but you can't, like, so I get, I think I get 2 weeks off, I think. And you can't take like a day here and take like a day there. You have to take an entire week at a time.
That's
Um,
weird.
right. Like, so let's say I want to take 1 week. I have to take an entire week off.
Ah, see, that's bullshit.
I don't like that either, right? I would like to break that. I even asked them. Oh, also technically, I don't even have technically, I don't even have sick days. I can take, I can call in sick, but it like,
You don't
but
get paid,
right. I don't get paid, right? So,
so you lose the day pay.
so I lose a day of pay, right? So, but I mean, I haven't called in sick yet or anything. But the point is, this is just a starter company, and I'm not saying I'll stay there forever, but they hired me on. It's a local gigs. Right now, I'm happy. They're 5 minutes away. So,
Yeah, so
still,
that
for me, this
works.
is,
That works
yeah,
out good then.
yeah. For me, for right now, it's working out. So, yeah. How have you been? I have not spoken to you in many weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long while. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
How is Oklahoma?
Love it. Absolutely
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, right. I still have fantasies of moving to southern Indiana where it's nice and warm and conservative and
Uh,
peaceful and
there, there's there's nothing to me. There's nothing like being here, man. Because the police actually police. Everybody's got guns. I mean,
yeah.
I was at the store the other day, and the guy was there with his family. He's walking around with a Glock strapped to his hip. It was awesome.
Oh, is that right? You know what? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Is Oklahoma an open carry state now?
Open carry, constitutional carry.
Wow. Okay, yeah. No, my understanding is that constitutional carry is sort of sweeping the nation right now,
Yep.
which is great. I'm fine with that. I think that that's great. But I think the open carry still is uh, only a couple of states. It's like, I thought it was Texas, Washington State,
I've
and
seen I've seen people down here walking around with them. So
yeah, no, it could be. I know that the situation is fluid, so
yeah,
that yeah, I mean, I think that people think maybe that our way of thinking is archaic, but I think that that's fine.
yeah.
So you know, or if they want to throw in like a, I don't know, a 2 day training session or something, I'd be fine with that too. But, you know, yeah, just the concept.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. What else is going on? How is your health? If you don't mind me asking, everything good?
That's nah, not so great.
Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe we should change subjects, or we can talk about that privately at some other point in time.
Yeah, but
Oh,
but otherwise things are good.
okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm supposed to see Polska tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Uh, or I guess yeah. Or I'm supposed to go see him. You know, just a small. I'm not bitching. I'm just venting at this point. I always do. I always I always make the point of asking Polska to come up here, and I try to bait him, and I try to say, hey, I'll treat you to whatever. Basically, I always try to treat him to lunch. Um, but he always suckers me into like coming down to the south side.
Hey, cowboy.
Yeah.
Uh, do you see the chat? That guy Manaj Ray.
I don't see him, but I can look for him. Let's see here. Let's see here.
You see you
I
see
think I
you
just
see
saw
him
him
in
a
the
second ago.
you see him in the chat.
I got Booted Cowboy, Minaj Roy.
Yeah, that's it. Manaj Ray Roy.
Yeah,
He'd
yeah.
like to
What
know
what
about
of him?
he'd like to know about divorce and non-divorce situations.
Oh, I mean, I can't really speak on you know merit. I mean, yeah, I
If Minaj, I can tell you this: if you think you're going to be heading to a divorce, you're heading to a divorce. And what you should start doing is pulling out some cash, open up a separate bank account. If you have direct deposit, redirect your direct deposit, start looking for an apartment.
oh God, no, no, no. Or yes, no. I mean, who do you know this fellow? Do you know
No,
this
I don't.
Minaj Roy? Okay, because again, he is vaguely familiar. I kind of remember the. Yeah, I mean, you could hire a hitman, Minaj Roy. That could solve a lot of your problems. That's a joke, obviously. But no, yeah, the first line of defense is just at right now, just sit it out. Don't get married. It's very right now. I've said it before. I've said it again. I think we're kind of embroiled in a gender war. Smart men have no business being married right now. Minaj, are you married? Is that the deal? You're currently married?
Is he able to join the stream?
I don't know. Minaj, if you want to join the stream, man, join the stream, bro. Can I join the live stream? Sure. Let me drop the copy. I do apologize. I am a little inebriated right now, but
Don't worry.
yeah, no, it's very rare. It's rather enjoyable when you do it once in a while.
Yeah,
You enjoy it because you rarely get to do it.
yeah. But anyway, Cowboy, I'll jump out to let Minaj in. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, sounds good. Yeah, we'll talk. I'll try to get at you.
All right. You take care.
So we'll talk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You too, man. Take care, bro. Take care, bro.
Take care. God bless.
All right. Good day, sir. Good day. All right, here. What do we got here? No. What was that? Somebody? Guess some shit. Okay, guess not. All right. Oh, Minaj, can I join the stream? Ruler, who blocked Corey Steele? Who blocked him? I don't know, but I do know that Corey Steele is a known pedophile, or not pedophile, but my understanding is I don't know that I care for his I don't know that I care for that man. I believe Corey Steele is some kind of some kind of pedo. In fact, I remember many months ago going to his site, and I think he like I think a quarter or maybe a third of all his videos are like underage girls. And it just comes off kind of creepy, frankly, to be honest. MGTOW forever, what's up, man? I saw you a second ago. Yeah, call in again, bro. Or click on the link, man. I'd love to have you in. Right now, I think I let in Minaj. Minaj, are you there, bro?
Yes, I'm in.
Yeah. What's up, man? How's it going?
Yeah, it's fine. I have some story to share with respect to divorce and non-divorce couple. So I would like to know.
Hold on a second. Yeah, cool. I could use the company. What's your story, bro? I cede the floor to you.
Okay, so there is this divorce couple I have seen. Okay, so what happened? The situation is like this: like they got married around 20 years back. Okay, then they have a kid. After the 20 years, at the age of 45, okay, the woman filed for a divorce. Okay, and she demanded for around how much? It was around. Wait, yes, she demanded around $5 million as an alimony, one-time alimony. Okay, so this case happened nearby me. Okay, so the guy never paid her like that much $5 million alimony. He rather told like, you take a divorce and leave me. Even the woman was also earning, so she already have earned around $1 million while working. So she took that money and she kept it with her. At the age of 45, she filed for a divorce, and the divorce was means the divorce was ordered by the court, and they both got separated. Uh, Obviously, in this situation, the woman provoked that man for
Okay.
the divorce.
Whoa. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry. It could just be a language barrier, but I just want to have you repeat or just reiterate. So you're talking about a
Okay.
story between a man and a woman, is that right?
Yes. This thing happened in nearby me, where I stay.
Okay.
It's nearby me.
So nearby you, and you're living in India. You got a man
Yes,
and a woman, and
yes.
how much money did she get, or what? Can you say the amount of money?
She was not given even a single penny. She asked for $5 million as a one-time settlement.
Like
$5 million.
5 million American
US
dollars?
dollar. 5 million US dollar.
Oh, 5 million US dollars.
US dollars
Okay,
as
so
a
this guy was
settlement.
rich. So this man was very wealthy. He was very rich.
Uh, he used to earn, means he had a good what you call job, a high profile job. You can call almost a high profile job. Almost a high profile job.
Okay.
Okay, so the woman was from a poor background. She got married to her, a very beautiful woman. Okay, so she means after 20 years, at the age of 45, she said like, I'm getting another man. I'm getting another man, so you can leave me. I want a divorce, and I want like $5 million from you as an alimony one-time settlement. The man said, I will not give you even a single penny. There's a kid out of their relationship. Okay, so the woman was also earning. So her saving was around $1 million. So she invested that money in a home. So she has a home right now. They both got separated. The good thing about this thing is that the man is safe. There would be no planning or plotting that would be done against him, since he is not with that woman. If he was with that woman, she would do some kind of nuisance or any kind of planning or plotting against him that could cost him his life. So I find this to be the best thing that is done to a man, a divorce, because the woman initiated it, you know.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, I mean, I don't claim to know. What I would say is, so I did listen to your story. My understanding is you basically told a very typical story. You got a man and a woman. She's from a lower socio-economic class. He's got money. He's got
Mm.
status. They get married. Whatever. 8 years, 10 years, 12 years later, they get divorced. She pulls the plug, and now she's hitting it. She's hitting them for the money. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I don't know. I don't even know where to go with that. I mean,
Just
just
call it,
don't get
just
married.
call it a typical West. Just call it a typical story, typical Western story.
Yeah, yeah, just don't get married. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know where to go with that. So yeah, Red Pill in the wind or MGTOW in the wind. What's up, man? Was that you? Was that you? Did I just watch a video by you where you were prank calling some woman? You're like you you were impersonating Kunta Kinte. Was that you?
What? I don't
That was
think so.
oh, okay, never mind. So was it Red Pill Daniels or I just watched the video. I just watched the video, or I just watched a YouTube video, and it was like a prank call, and I thought it was you. I thought someone put you up to it. You didn't call some woman, and you pretended you LARPed as Kunta Kinte, and you were asking for free shoes. That wasn't you. That 2 minute video.
I would never do something like that.
Okay, it was someone else. Okay.
Like, I mean, if it sounds like me, it's definitely not me. I don't think I'd do something like that. Like that, that's just a waste of energy.
Okay, yeah, no, I just watched this video and okay, for some reason I thought it might have been you. All right, what is this? Is this MGTOW Forever again? Are you on twice, man? Come on, we're gonna get an echo. Is that you, MGTOW Forever? Is that you, MGTOW Forever? Okay.
Yep. So
Okay, well, MGTOW
Yeah,
Forever.
give us some minutes.
Yeah, you're gonna have an echo, man. You're gonna have an echo. Get off one of your phones. Are you on two phones?
Yes.
Yeah, choose which phone you want to use, and then get off the other one. This way it eliminates any echo. Very quickly, I see Snorlaxer here. Wow, hey Snorlaxer, what's up, man? Well, welcome. I've become a big fan of your channel. I was actually slightly depressed when you abruptly took off all of your videos. Yeah, and then you put them back on just a couple days ago. So that was great. And I was looking for your new channel, and I couldn't find it. Apparently, there's some character called Snorlaxer. He's like this purple character. I don't know, with like a yellow or white belly or something. Anyway, what's up, man? Good to have you. I'm sorry. What were we talking about now?
Well, I was talking about this. Yes, go on.
I remember the last thing was when I said I called it and just call it a typical Western story.
Okay, there is one more story I would like to share. This is about a non-diverse couple. So, am I allowed to?
Go right ahead. It's not my channel.
Yeah, no, go ahead, man.
Okay, so this is about a non-diverse couple. Okay, so they had a relationship for around 25-30 years. Okay, so the woman is a problematic woman, only demanding money from her husband, and she used to take that money and send it to her father's home. You know, a lot of money was just swindled to her mother's home, that woman's mother's home. And what happened is that at the age of 50, the man developed some kind of medical problem, a tumor, a small tumor in his lungs. That could have been solved if there was a proper medical treatment that would have been given to him. So what happened is that because of that medical condition, he asked his what you call he asked his sister to sell all the property that he has so that he can do treatment for himself. Okay, so the amount of money that the amount of property that was sold was around $2 to $3 million US dollar. Property was sold, okay, for his treatment, but the entire money was taken away by her wife and her kids, and he was kicked out of his home. So he died within 2 years due to cancer. The entire money was taken, and that woman never cared for it. After his husband died, she started asking money from uh, the husband's sister that you pay us like how much it was like you pay us around $10,000 each from their 7-8 sisters so that I can uplift my child and give him some kind of security or a job or a business, then we will pay it back. So I don't understand the character of this woman. Okay, so what I found is if you take the moral of this story is that if you take a divorce at right time, you are saving your life. And if you're not taking, if you're still stuck in a relationship which is very bad, you will eventually lose your life. If he had divorced him, way back because of such troubling behavior, if the man have initiated a divorce with that woman who created so much problem for him, and eventually that man died, which wouldn't have happened. He could have been saved because he had that money to save himself, but the entire money was taken away by that woman.
I don't know what to tell you. I guess ultimately I agree with you. I think that's just a perfect example of game theory. If you have money and you give money to women, then it becomes the woman's money. And if you ever need money, you don't have it because you gave it to her, right? So it's like a pizza, It's like a piece of food, Or think of a pie.
Her money is her money. Your money is her money.
Yep, pretty much her money.
But when she
No,
has her
what
money,
happened is that woman
it's not your money.
pressurized.
It's her money.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. He sold all his property, around $2 million property, to treat his medical condition. For treating his medical condition could be treated within $100,000. Okay, it was not a very big medical condition, but he sold all his property of around $2 million to get a treatment for himself. Okay, but his treatment cost was not more than $100,000. Getting a treatment for a tumor in India is not even that much. It is far more less. But all the money was taken by that woman, and that is
Right.
her wife.
No,
She took all her money.
Yeah, no, right. No, I think I do understand you. Right.
It's
Basically,
women.
he
It's
had enough
women.
money.
Women do this. You have to understand. Women can do this in the court system. They can do this. They can take over assets because they're women.
Basically, they get power of attorney.
For them.
They get power.
No,
If she's married to you, if she's married to you, and you sell your property, did he
Exactly.
sell? Like I said, even if he sold his property, like I said,
Exactly.
legally she could sell his property because she is the next of kin. She is the next of kin, and she gets all of that money.
Guys, the only thing that surprises me about this story, because I've heard it before.
They know it. They know. They don't do this without knowing it. They know.
You didn't take him to court. And India is notorious for gynocentrism. That's the only thing that surprises me about this story.
Do you think they're doing this
So is
without
America.
knowing about it?
India's not much different than America's not much different than India. If you're married to a woman, she has now become your next of kin.
Oh, India is like America. If you're
Yeah,
married,
even
you're
whether
screwed.
it's be by marriage of your of your thing or a court appointed marriage, she is now your next of kin. You are now legally obliged to to register your taxes as married.
No, but the thing is that that person could have been saved.
Yeah,
He never had a major medical condition. It was a very small medical condition. The entire money was swindled and taken by her wife, because of which, within 2 years or 3 years, that person died. That wouldn't have
yeah.
happened to him. He could have been saved.
It happens. That happens in America too.
Yeah, I
Like
was gonna say, but
basically,
why
it's
are
like
you surprised about this?
this is how would I explain it? I'm explaining it to you. There's a story. It's all over in books, in Bibles, in and out of the Bible. Basically, in even in media, in movies, where you have the power to save to do all of
Forrest
these
Gump.
great things, but you don't have the power to save yourself. She took the power to save himself. She removed the
Forrest
Yes, yes,
power
Gump.
yes.
to
Like,
save himself.
you could have my age, baby.
You know, like he could have saved himself. It's in television, it's in movies, it's in books, it's in scriptures of all kinds. The second you bring them into your life as as a next of kin, as a spouse, and they will take the power to remove the power to save yourself. I could get
Yeah,
cancer right now because I'm single. I could be able to get the treatment, the surgery I need, be back on the road
Yes, yes.
in a couple of weeks.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. If
you
you are
could have my
alone, you
age,
have the
baby.
money, you can.
The Forrest Gump, baby.
yeah, like basically it's a ball and chain. It's like look at Forrest Gump. Look at Forrest Gump. He was perfectly fine on his own. Guess what? He's raising a baby. He's raising
AIDS,
a baby that
baby.
ain't his. Forrest Gump ain't
No,
blonde.
it's an AIDS, baby.
Yeah, AIDS baby. The Forrest Gump ain't blonde. Forrest Gump's a brunette. The baby should either come out. Yeah, Jenny's blonde. This is basically the Punnett square. Forrest Gump. The baby should come out with both traits of his mother and his father. For
Yeah,
that baby, don't look
I'll
like
raise
Forrest
some
Gump.
other dudes, baby.
Yeah, I'll raise some other dudes AIDS baby.
That's
Like the
essentially what it's
basic
come
Punnett
down
square.
to.
That
I
ditto.
make jokes of it, but at the same time, I'm not joking. I like similar as Terrence Pop. I try to make jokes of things, but at the same time, it's not really a joke.
Can you guys hear me, by the way? Am I talking to myself?
No,
You're the
I'm
one.
Hello.
perfectly listening. I just talked for the last 10, 15 seconds, but I've been pretty much listening the entire time.
Cowboy, you sound like shit. Have you been up doing hookers and blow all night?
I mean, I wouldn't fault you. I mean, you do
Even
what you
better.
do. Hey, look, I wouldn't fault you. If that's the case, then you do what you do to have fun. Just be careful.
I don't think it's fair.
Just be watching out for those AIDS babies.
Like, I mean, you might be tired. You know, like say, hey, yeah. But you're the person that's driving on the road.
That's me.
Hey, what part of the country is that?
Chicago, Southwest side.
Whew, I know that. I was like, shoot. How do you feel like making a turn? How do you feel about making a turn in Chicago? Making turns in Chicago?
It depends if they're left or right turns.
How about have you ever had to make a right turn yet?
I'm gonna be making a right turn in about a quarter mile.
Oh man, like I said, really plan. Like you, if you're like me, you really plan it out.
Yeah, I know where I'm going. I'm heading to a hospital actually to deliver a package. It's my last stop
Oh,
of the day.
well, I'm a truck driver, so I'm typically flatbed.
Okay, well, you and I are in the same boat. So we drive
Yeah,
around. We drive around all day. I just do it in the city, and you do it over in the country.
yeah, and it's like when I'm making a right turn, I'm usually cursing and screaming, you know, all the way through the turn.
Well, like so,
I'm,
you're a truck driver, so that's a little bit more difficult for you. I drive minivans and big vans. So
yeah.
right now I'm in my mini, unmarked mini. So I'm going ninja style.
All right. Hey, that's the best thing.
Who are you, by the way? I can't see the screen.
I'm red pill in the wind.
You're red
I'm
pill who?
red pill in the wind.
Oh, red pill in the wind. Oh yeah, I think I have a wrench on your channel. It's me, Polska.
Oh, Polska, how you doing today?
Good. Just trying to finish up my birthday here.
Hey, I just hit my 34. I'm on the 34. I'm about to go in this here pilot, and I might get me a couple of beers, you know, like and drink it outside my truck.
I'm gonna do that after work before I stream some Red Dead later.
Right. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out which video I should unlock to get me closer to 1,000 videos.
You got that many? Wow.
Well, I'm close to, yeah. I'm maybe about 20, 30 away from 1,000 videos.
Yeah, you put out some pretty long content too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I put out some pretty long content, and if you don't watch the whole video, you miss a lot.
Well, I'll make sure to catch up on some of that.
Hello.
Welcome. Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on a second. I gotta take a call.
Hey.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. So can you listen to me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, if
Sorry
that
about
okay. So what I'm saying is that the person who died, if he have taken a divorce 10 or 20 years back, when he got married, within 5 years, he learned about her nature. So if he have taken a divorce 10 years back, let's say even 10 years back, he could have protected himself and lived a long life. He could have saved himself. But because the government doesn't allow you to take a divorce, if you are married to a woman that has such a destructive character, so this is how a person's life is ending. Even his life is not in his hand.
Like, yeah. So basically,
So,
the thing is like if you have systems like no fault divorce, you have
okay.
systems like child support, alimony, or anything type of support that is not that does not support men or does not support the partners equally, or where in a system where it doesn't benefit men to even try to be healthy, to work long. First things foremost, it doesn't benefit men. No government system benefits men, and
Okay.
women can always have a poor disposition, as poor disposition as they want, because the government allows it.
Okay.
Like, look at it this way. Me,
The good man allows
I'm
it
gonna turn
because
my
they
camera
allow
on. I am a
it. They
black
allow
man.
it.
I'm a black man. My life expectancy is maybe 50, 60 years of age, and then I might get a heart
Oh,
attack.
over here, in my country, life expectancy is around 85, 90, even more than that. There are
Not
people
for
who
me.
live 100 years. If you're healthy enough, you can live long. The thing
Look,
is that
not
you
for
need to
me.
maintain your BMI. If you maintain your BMI, body mass index, you're not going to get any kind of medical issue in your medical problem in your health. The biggest thing is
For,
we don't maintain a body mass index properly.
look,
We should.
for
Yes.
me, I've done my. I'm an American. I'm an American. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
like I said, like I said, I could try to live healthy. I could try to change my lifestyle, but it's like, am I going to first things? My dad changed his life at 59, 60, and
Okay.
he died. Like I said, we like literally. He's one of the last generation to have a death do you part marriage. You know,
Okay.
I mean, and at least some sort of a fulfilling marriage. Me,
Okay.
that ain't gonna happen with me. I know that. So I might as well just do what I gotta do to enjoy this life, enjoy my life to the best of my ability. I'm gonna enjoy my life
Okay.
because I don't know whether it's gonna be like when I turn 36, 40, where I'm gonna start having health problems. You know, so I'm gonna I do my best to keep my blood pressure low to keep myself somewhat in shape. And the thing is like I'm not gonna live like a goddamn deer, you know. Like I ain't living like a deer.
Okay.
The thing
You know
is
what?
like I understand my life expectancy.
You
Like
know
if
what?
I do make it, if
Red
I
pill,
make it to 100, it's gonna be me smoking and drinking and making it to 100. You know.
red pill.
Okay.
You're a driver just like me. You know, at any second, wrong place at the wrong time, you're gone just like that.
Oh yeah. Oh I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
If this load's not secured right, I'm dead. If
yeah,
somebody decides to if if I'm hauling coils and one of those chains break or when I'm trying to brake, I'm dead. If somebody decides to to try to stop my truck and they manage to get me stopped and slowed down enough where somebody can jump on, I'm dead. You know?
Well,
yeah.
well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I may interrupt both of you. Yeah, no, I mean, you're a MGTOW in the wind. You're a trucker,
Yeah.
okay? Polska Bob is not a trucker. He's a flower boy. Yeah. I'm sorry, Polska, you there? You deliver flowers? Is that right?
Cowboy, why do you sound like shit? Have you been up
Because I'm
doing hookers and
drunk and
blow all
fucked
night?
up. That's why. I'm sorry. What?
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
this the normal banter. They pick with each other, you know.
But it is
No,
true, though. It is true. I've
Cowboy
been
and I are actually
trying.
friends in real life, so this is how we talk to each other all the
I've
time.
been trying to get Polska into big rig trucking for like over a year now, and he says he doesn't want to. He's content delivering flowers. So I just wanted to interject and mention.
I'm not looking. I'm not picking on people like I said, but they get the flower delivery people. They get the inside. They get the inside. You know, like I said, they get the insight. You know,
Like I
because
said, my job is just the same as you guys. I make one stop and go to the next. That's it. I'm a driver. That's what I do.
he's like the thing is like it's like he gets better insight to Valentine's Day. You know, like the women who are buying flowers for themselves.
To me and RPM actually, because he's a flower delivery guy too.
Yeah, it's like like I said, nobody's buying flowers for a lot of these women. They're buying them for themselves.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
very true, actually.
and it's like, come on. We were like, so when you come to the when they're at the office and you get a delivery of flowers, I'm like, and you're undesirable. You are you're overweight. You have a bad attitude. I'm like, I wonder. I bet you you could bet anybody $10. I bet you she bought flowers for herself. You know.
Sure, sure. Hey, Polska, I need some flowers. Can you bring me some pansies?
Those are out of season.
Yeah, they're out of season. They're usually about spring, summer, late spring, early summer. Am I correct?
They're usually around May.
Yeah.
So you're a little early, cowboy.
But the oxide daisies are in season.
Oh, they're always in season.
Yeah, they also have medicinal purposes.
Some asshole's making a left turn up here. That's why I'm fucking sitting in this traffic.
Like the oxide daisies are always in season. They're always around. Let's see. I know some of the miniature tulips are definitely in season. Those will probably
Polska, what's your favorite flower, Polska?
My favorite flower is the one that is the easiest to put away.
I'm sorry?
The easiest to put away, to process. Once we get them, we have to put them in water, cut them, and clean them and shit. It's the one.
Sure.
It's the one that requires the least amount of work, which is the Gerber daisy.
The Gerber daisy?
Yeah.
The Gerber daisy has a long stem, and they have a longer life.
And they also need a lot of water too.
Right.
Okay. I figured your favorite is baby breath.
Those are difficult.
Is he just taking the piss out of you, Bobby?
Those are a pain in the ass to grow. They're a pain in the ass to
I just
cultivate.
keep
You
taking
know what,
swipes at him.
Frankie?
I'm not
He hasn't
sure
done
if
the
he gets
stream in a long time. So if this is what I gotta go to talk to Cowboy, hand out some fucking wrenches too. All right.
Yeah.
You got nobody wrenching your chat, and there's already jerk offs in there.
I think Shinobi. Oh, even
The
Shinobi.
thing is, for me, is like my mother taught me and my sister how to cultivate rose bushes. How to, that's a skill. Rose bushes are hard to cultivate in northern climates. They're literally it's basically it's called hardening, clemental hardening. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, you got to cut them down. You got to cut them down towards the ground and let them keep coming back. And it takes years.
It takes years, and my mother was cultivating them long before I was born.
Polska, would you consider yourself an annual or a perennial?
Fuck off, cowboy. Seriously.
Perennial. He'll live forever. Cowboy. I mean.
The thing is, like, this is how you cut them down, clemental hardening, because eventually they'll be strong enough to where you don't have to cut them down, and they'll just grow bigger and bigger every single year.
Yeah, but like I said, that takes years and years.
Does. And it takes a long time, and it does. But for me, it's like the reason I like rose bush because that was my childhood. Like I said, I had my mother hardened those rose bushes for years. And especially the white roses that used to be on the front gate of the house that I used to live in. There used to be a whole bunch of white roses, like a whole fence full of white roses.
Roses are my least favorite, by the way. The fucking thorns.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, man. But when you actually get them to where you don't have to do anything, yes, you can actually make money off of them. But yeah, the thorns are a pain in the ass.
Well, you know what they say. Every rose has its thorn, Polska. Polska, would you consider yourself more of a sapsucker or a horny goatweed?
You're such an asshole.
We both
Are we just gonna do this back and forth all straight?
Yeah, this is the normal banter between Polska Bob and MGTOW Cowboy. It's if you just sit back, you just sit back and just have some popcorn and just sit back and watch.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna say about the flower industry. My company is over 116 years. It's been around. All right. And so what is the flower business really? Do we sell flowers? No, that's not what we sell. What we actually sell is emotion. Flowers are the medium we use to sell said emotion. Like right now, I'm delivering to a hospital. So somebody's sending somebody a get well because they're in the hospital. It's not because they want to send them flowers. They want to wish them well. It's an emotion. That's why the flower industry will always be timeless and be around forever.
Yeah, Bobby.
That is true. So given all that information, Polska, so how long has your company been around?
I think it's been around since 1906.
Holy shit.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
That's
it'll be around well past
business. And
Yeah.
and of that time, that entire time you've been living with your parents, is that right?
I don't live with my parents.
I'm sorry, you live in the same building as your mommy and daddy?
My
He made
parents
it since 1906,
live in the
Polska.
same building. Yes.
Makes you 100 and...
You live upstairs? You live upstairs from mommy and daddy?
Yes, I have a penthouse apartment.
How many years has that been?
Not that long. Less than 10. Oh, yellow light. Your suggestion.
Do you ever bring mommy flowers? How often do you bring mommy flowers?
For, I don't know, like 7 years, maybe. Not that long.
Take him to the pub, Polska, and get him drunk.
Cowboy? I don't know. I haven't seen him in months because he doesn't want to go out anymore. Well, he works till fucking 3 a.m.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I regularly, basically every weekend, I invite Polska up to the north side.
That's a load of crap. That is a load of shit, Cowboy. When was the last time you sent me a text message? Fuck you, lying piece of shit.
Didn't I text you yesterday?
No, you didn't.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I texted you very recently saying, come to the north side and I'll take you to a restaurant. Let's go to a cheap, shitty restaurant on me. And you're like, no, I can't. I have to go to the bar and drink. And I'm like,
the Golden Corral? I think that was like 2 months ago you texted me that.
Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, no, it's exciting. I finally found good work. I'm finding this local trucking job very remunerative. After taxes, I'm basically making $1,100 a week as I settled in. It's pretty good money. I mean, for the work.
You still going to Milwaukee every day, Cowboy?
Oh yeah, there's a number of places they send me. One is Milwaukee. Another one is Rockford. Another one is Joliet. So it's all local work, you know.
Nice. Okay, so you're not going more than 2 hours, right?
Rockford, and Juliet. Like, do you ever stop the Petro and Juliet?
Yeah, right. So Joliet's like 40 miles outside of Chicago, and Rockford is like 50 miles outside of Chicago, and Milwaukee's like, I don't know, 80 miles north of Chicago. So it's just it's a hop, skip, and a jump, you know. It's real close, you know.
Yeah, it's no more than 90 minutes to 2 hours away. Milwaukee's probably close to 2 hours. Rockford and Joliet, they're like an hour outside of town.
Yeah, right. And another thing too is like my job is real. It's made for lazy people like me. Like it's called drop and hook. What's that? I'm sorry.
I said I know you are lazy.
Okay, thank you, Polska. It's called drop and hook. Like I don't have to get out. You know, there's no straps. It's not like it's flatbed. It's not dangerous. You know, I just drop a trailer and then I pick up another one, and you know, it's like this rotation system, so it's nice and easy. You know.
Hey, look at least I got one thing going for me. I do have to carry around the bar a torque bar that can be used as a defense, as a weapon of defense. You know.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's good. Good.
Yeah, it's only about maybe 3 feet. So I basically you just gotta know how to implement, how to use it to the best of your ability.
I'm sure you're skilled at it at this point.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of nut shots, a lot of a jab to the chest, and then you just basically just sledgehammer whack them upside the head when they're crouched down, holding their goddamn jimmies or the chest.
Don't worry about it. That's the way.
Oh yeah, speaking of a poke, what's the, if you don't mind me asking, MGTOW and the Wind, what's the final verdict? I remember you were saying that you were possibly leaving the service. Then you told me that they dropped the requirement. What's going on with all that?
Man, they called my ass back. Like I say, right before my DD2, right before I was thinking I was gonna get a DD214, them motherfuckers said, no, we were low on numbers. We need bodies. I'm like, oh hell. Well, okay. Well, it just basically pisses that away, and I guess I'm gonna be in for a few more years. You know, and they're still gonna have the same problem. Yeah, they're still losing bodies. They're still losing numbers, and you know, I had to, and I'm a little mad.
But for you, that's really good, right?
Yeah, I had a nice beard too.
Well,
You know,
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but screw your beard. I was thinking more like, what about your military benefits? What about your VA, insurance, lifelong insurance? You were about to lose that. So you're basically, they were threatening to kick you out of the military, but now they dropped the requirement, and you're still in the military, right? They've changed their mind. You're officially not being kicked out anymore.
I'm officially not being kicked out no more. You know?
Wow.
It's good.
Like I told them, like I told everybody, you could have stopped this a lot sooner if everybody would have just said fuck you. You know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, but not a lot of people stood up. You were one of the few people that stood up and said, no, I won't get it. No, I won't get it. And then enough people did what you did, or you did what enough people did, and then yeah, right. That's great.
You guys know Red Ranger?
And it's like, the thing is like, it was only that when it was enough. And I told him, like, look, like I told him what's going to happen. Like, look, they kicked me out. Yeah, they're all so well and good, but you still got to replace me. You know, you got people. You got to replace me.
You know, Polska Bob, he would have taken the jab anytime, especially up the keister. He was willing to take it.
Really, cowboy? Really?
No, I'm just kidding. The real problem, MGTOW and the Wind. The real
a pass.
Well, see, the problem with Polska is that he's not actually a citizen, so they wouldn't want him. They're actually looking to try to deport him, but they can't find him. He's always on the move.
That's right. Always on the move.
Wow.
Do you guys know Red Ranger? He's a young guy. He also refused, and he got kicked. I think he had to leave, or he got kicked out.
Hey, like I said, I think he's one of the few people that it's like they pretty soon they're gonna have to pay him back, for the damages.
Yeah.
And every time they put me in the counseling statement for my health standards, I'm gonna tell them this wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have kicked me out for 6 months.
Yeah.
Like I said, and I'm gonna write it down as like I said, I'll write it down as that this wouldn't have happened as bad if you wouldn't have kicked me out for 6 months. And I'm gonna rub it in their faces every chance I can get.
Sure. Speaking of health status, how are those cigarettes, MGTOW and the Wind?
Great. They're awesome. They're great. They are beautiful. They keep me from going insane.
I'm smoking a cigarette right now, so I got nothing to say.
Yeah, me too. Cowboy Reverend says he salutes MGTOW in the wind, but he also says, "Good on your brother." But he also asks you, Cowboy, you should take Bobby to the VFW. I don't know what that means. VFW.
Veterans of Foreign War.
Oh, all right. Is that for Bobby? Bob, you've never been to the old war,
Yeah.
I guess, bro. Or...
Yeah, Frank, I can barely hear you. Can you speak up a little bit?
Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, that's
I'll
okay.
come
I'm
back
sorry.
in.
Just to describe that, a VFW is an acronym. It refers to Veterans of Foreign Wars. It's they are a hodgepodge or collection of essentially bars throughout the United States that are run by current and former military members. So it's kind of like a local dive. It's kind of like a local bar for military people.
Oh, yeah.
It's more of a members only thing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, like you can't just walk in, a regular person on the street, sit down and grab a drink and hang out for a couple hours. You got to be invited.
Yeah.
Right, and you have to have and you have to have a DD 214 to become a member.
Right. Well, if you are a veteran, you can pretty much go into anyone.
Right. Like I said, I carry my DD 214 up with me at all times. You know, right with my medical cards. For deal,
In fact,
my deal.
That's where we had our meetup. Was at a VFW hall. Is it Brett still in the chat? Because he was there.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I ended up speaking with them again. They at the VFW. They said you're no longer welcome there, Bob. After you fell and did you dislocated? What was it? Your hand or your elbow or something?
First of all, that was the owner. Remember, he fell down.
Right, he fell down. He fell down, and then afterwards, was it at the baseball game or something? You
that
went to the hospital.
That was like 3 days later. Stop lying. All right.
Well, I think that was a real good segue, though. Do you remember how you were so inebriated you lost balance and did you dislocate? Was it your elbow or was it your face or something?
I didn't lose my balance at all. I tripped over the curb, walking amongst 100 people crossing the street, and I dislocated my elbow, which I never knew you could.
Well, I'm sorry. What was the,
I managed to do
name? What was the name of the hospital you were at?
It was Mercy, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so it was such a bad. So it was so serious that you had to be rushed to the hospital, correct?
Yeah, I was in an emergency room for a couple hours. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, that's bad, but it's good that they fixed you up.
Dislocated elbow. Like I said, it's the first time that ever happened to me, and I was fucking shocked.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What'd you say? You were inebriated at the time?
I said I was fucking shocked. All right, get the shit out of your ears.
I'm sorry, I just didn't hear you. I didn't hear clear. That's all. If I remember correctly, you had mentioned that you were
because you were obviously doing hookers and blow last night because you sound like shit. And by the way, did you not dislocate your shoulder at the bar at Mr. C's the night before? Did you forget about that?
Well, see what happened was, what had happened was I dislocated my shoulder many years ago, and it comes out periodically.
Yeah, anybody who's had a dislocated shoulder knows that happens. Okay, and it could happen anytime. In fact, it still happens to my dad from time to time, and sometimes he can't put it back in. It happens to me, but I can usually snap it right back in. I had never dislocated my elbow before, though. Hold on, I got to make a stop.
Right. Okay.
Riv says the curb got Bob at Comiskey. He wasn't effed up. 12-inch uneven curb. Yeah, 12-inch drop. Riv was there apparently. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I always like to make the point that I think that Polska, how can I put it? I don't want to say he drinks too much. I think he enjoys alcohol a little bit more than is prudent, and I typically try to advise him to cut back a little bit. But you know, he's going to do what he does. You know?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. MGTOW in the Wind. Do you know Brandon Trueblood at all? He's a good chap, truck driver. Anyway, I'll skip out, guys. God bless you all. Thanks, Cowboy. Nice to meet you, MGTOW, and Bobby. See you soon.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead. I have a friend over. You speak amongst yourselves. Go ahead, guys.
Okay. Hello.
Can you take a shower?
Yeah.
You gonna take a shower?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wait, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyone there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. What's up, bro? What's popping? What's popping?
I told you about both the story, okay? So what I figured out that the moral of the story is as soon you can get out of a relationship, out of a troubling relationship, you can save your life. If you're still into it, you might eventually lose your life because you don't know what the other person's action is. Most of the time it is those actions are not beneficial, you know. I've seen. I mean, what I'm talking about is this happened to my uncle. My uncle died, and her wife did this thing. She took all his money, around 2-3 million US dollars. So he almost lost his life due to cancer, which could have been reversed. I mean, 3 years back when he got his money, if he used that money for his treatment, which was not allowed by his wife, so he eventually lost his life within 3-4 years.
Yeah.
It took more. I mean, it took more than 3-4 years. When it was first detected, it took around 6 years. It took around 6 years for him to die. When it was first detected, we were told that it's a very small issue. If you go for a treatment, a small surgery, which would not even cost, if you're in India, it wouldn't even cost you more than $10,000 for that surgery.
Yeah.
Yes, $10,000. Not even $10,000 for that surgery. Once you do that surgery, you are out of that problem. But his entire money, around $2 million, was forcefully taken away by his wife. So she only pushed her into this,
Wait. So this story, it's your uncle? This was your
yes,
uncle?
it's my uncle. Yes, my real uncle.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because this story
At the age of 50. At the age of 50, he died.
We all heard the story. Anybody who was in the MGTOW circles. So that was your uncle. Okay. All right. I wasn't aware of that when you were talking about it.
Very, very quickly to reiterate the story. Basically, his half Polish uncle, Fag Boy. I think his name was Fag Boy. He got sick and he was stupid, and then he gave all his money to a woman. So when he needed the surgery, he didn't have money, so he died.
I'm pretty sure he didn't say he was half Polish.
No, I'm from India.
I know, we know.
I know, Minaj Roy. You're supposed to just run with it, Minaj. All right. Anyway, all right. Listen, I got a story for you, Minaj. It's true. It's true. It's true to life. All right. So, my dad, my
Okay.
father,
Mhm.
my biological father. He married my biological mother, and
Okay.
the three of them had. I'm sorry, the two of them had three properties: a house and two multi-unit investment properties. One 4-unit, one 6-unit, both of them all brick. So you got a house, and then you got a 4-unit, and then you got a 6-unit. 6 plus 4 plus 1. They had 11 doors under their. They had a small real estate empire, and
Okay.
and they got divorced. And my understanding is that my father, yes, my father was cheating. And in court, the family court, excuse me, the family court awarded the entire familial estate to my mom. My father lost everything at 42, 43. I think it was 42 when the divorce proceedings started. And and then my mom proceeded to lose everything. So a whole bunch of money was lost. Everything was lost. And yeah, the only people who made the only the only people that made money there were really the courts and the lawyers.
Courts, lawyers, and even that woman, the wife.
So basically, what it is women will throw everything. An empire will literally. This is why women will throw an empire away just for supposed easy living. You know,
For
they
spite.
will for spite.
Just
You
because
know,
they can. Just because they can.
exactly.
Yes, that's the biggest problem. That's what I'm saying. Uh, in my place, it is very difficult for a man to get a divorce if he want to get rid of a woman. That's what the biggest problem is.
And
When you know a character of a woman, and he wants to get rid of that woman, he can't get rid of it. But if a woman wants to get rid of a man, it's very easy for that woman to do. And
you know
she
what?
even gets an alimony.
Can
Yeah.
you really blame them though? Because it's in their nature. That's what they do, and the system allows for it. If I was a fucking female, I'd do the same goddamn fucking thing. Wouldn't you?
If I was a
What?
female, I would. You know why? Because in the long run, how does it benefit me?
It
How does it
doesn't.
benefit me? It doesn't.
It doesn't at all. It's in the moment, right? It's in the emotion of the moment.
The thing is like first things foremost is the one reason the women were different back then and versus today is they were taught. They had knowledge passed down from their grandmother to their mother or to their daughter to their granddaughter. The grandmother in the household, the job was to basically teach the next 2-3 generations on how to best maximize their living, and how best to make the most out of their life, how to get the most out of life without harming anyone or without harming themselves inadvertently. Basically, play the long game, not the short game. What these women want nowadays, they're not taught by their grandmothers and their mothers. They don't want to listen to their grandmothers or their mothers on how not to make this mistake. At this point, it's generational. It's generational, and can have no respect for the elderly.
I don't think any of us would disagree with you.
And
But
basically it's like it was taught the morals, not just morals. It wasn't so much morals, it was so much of decent living was taught by their grandmothers, because they've been there, they've had the kids, they've already had their children, they're just celebrating having talking with their grandchildren, but they were taught by their grandmothers on how to best maximize the living. And it was basically a blueprint that was given to them. Basically, go find a decent man early on. Go find a decent man, a man that has some ambition early on, but he's not, like I said, don't go for the glitz, for the gold and the glamour and the diamonds. Go for a nice young man around your age, you know, get hooked up, date him see if you like him, if he's compatible with you, see how he treats his family. And if he's good enough for you, you go and hook up with him, you go have a couple kids with him. And you basically set yourself up to literally have something later on, you know. And now these women are getting these women around my age who didn't want to listen to their grandmothers on who with this tried and true method. Guess what? Now not only they have to pay for it, their daughters have to pay for it.
Well,
you know,
they got sold a lie.
Exactly.
Even men are paying for it with their own life. You know.
Look at the birth rate.
What?
Look at the birth rate. Look at how many single men are out there. 60% of men have not had any kind of copulation within the last year, with last 2 years, 3 years. 60%. That's over 50%.
But what you see in modern society, don't you think this is the best thing that can be done by a man? Because he is putting his life under risk. You know what happened with my uncle? If the same situation happened with any other person, he's putting his life in risk. He can die any time by even a small action taken by a woman. And no one will question those women about those actions, you know. No one is taking those women in court and asking why you took that action. She took it willingly. Whether someone dies,
I got a scenario. Yeah, I got a scenario for you.
Okay.
You got female human beings. I'm not going to call them women. I'm calling female human beings. See,
okay.
The man leaves out, goes to work, comes back. It's like she's angry and bitter. But you got a female dog that their owner leaves out, and she's ecstatic to see him.
Okay.
If a female animal can be ecstatic to see you, and a human being cannot be ecstatic to see another human being, what is wrong?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying.
Yeah, it's I've been kicked. I mean, you said it first, but I've been kicking around this idea. It's like, it was strange, and I'm glad somebody said it. And I'm like, I've been kicking around this idea. I don't know, I wasn't there when you said it, but I've been kicking around this idea. What is wrong? Have we, like, maybe we weren't meant to be modern society, high class, Miller High Life or champagne and beer of type of society. Maybe we weren't meant to be that. Maybe we've been so far out of nature. We were so far removed from nature that we are now finally paying the consequences. I see humanity as a reoccurring theme. We advance, we remove from nature, we collapse. We advance again, we remove from nature, we collapse again. It's a sickness. You know?
It's a never-ending cycle, right? The rise and fall of empires. Really, asshole? You know it's fucking bottleneck up here, and he pulls up in front of everybody. Sorry about that.
But the thing is, like, it's a recurring theme. You know,
I think I have a friend. I don't think I know. I have a lady friend. She's taking a shower right now. She said she's going to come on the stream in about 5 minutes. She says she's got some answers for all of you, and so be ready to defend your position because apparently she thinks she got it all wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, oh, also she says Polska. She thinks she says Polacks are smelly.
What does she think about brown people?
She likes them.
Oh shit! Let me hide my face.
All right. Have you gone to the gym, Cowboy? You really need
Who,
to.
me? Yeah, bro. I got some good news, man. I've been trending down, man.
My friend was talking about BMI. Maybe you need to start paying attention.
Body mass index.
Yeah, man. I'm down to like 282 or 284 now.
Nice.
You're down to that?
Yeah.
That's still heavy for you.
Yeah, no, it
Congratulations.
is. I got a long way to go. And you're up to what? You're up to like 105 pounds now?
Who, me?
I think I'm at about 155, which is what I've weighed pretty much all my life.
Wow, 155. That sounds about right. You're 155. Okay, that's pretty big.
Yeah, I'm a tall drink of water.
You're a very muscular, very very strong, very very built, right?
I'm exactly where. Fuck, is it raining again? God damn it! I'm gonna roll up my window. I'm where I need to be. I'm not heavy. I'm not thin, unlike somebody I know.
Would you consider yourself scrawny?
No.
Would the word would you use the word scrawny to describe your body?
No.
Oh shit!
No?
I'm a lard ass. I'm a lard ass.
So is Cowboy.
Yeah, look at I'm only 230 something pounds. I'm
tall
6'2".
You're
I'm
6'2".
Yeah.
Cowboy, how tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
Okay, yeah, he weighs 288. Yeah,
Well,
Cowboy's
also,
kind of he's kind of round.
Oh.
Well, also, I have a really, really big head, because there's a really, really big brain. So, that's.
He does have a giant fucking head. Seriously, it's huge.
You know what they say, big head, big brain,
I don't know about that. You tend to waffle a lot.
What does JLM say? Bob isn't large. There you go. Wiry. That's what he says. Hey, you're wiry. Bob is wiry. Oh yeah. I see you, Doug Edwards. Yeah, what's up, man? I see you in the chat. Doug, just out of curiosity.
Doug, fuck you and the train you rode in on.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. Doug, what are the details surrounding I thought you were working for BNSF Railway. Next thing I know, you got some local job or something?
No, he's not working for the railroad anymore.
What happened? No one knows what happened. What?
No, I don't know the full story, and I won't speak for him. I'm sure
right.
I'm sure he can answer that.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, yeah. Well, Doug, if you want to call in, man, I wouldn't mind hearing the story. I remember for several months, you were chasing, you were all aboard on that train job. There's a double entendre there for you. But what happened, man? Are you I thought you were down with the choo-choo train business, or what?
Fuck, is it 4:00 already? Shit.
It's 1700.
I still haven't gone to bed.
No wonder why you sound like shit. You're up all fucking night.
Like,
Well, I have a real job, Bob. You know, I know you wouldn't understand that, you know, but you know how it
Yeah, I
is.
have a real job too. It's 9 to 5 and it's 6 days a week. Okay, just because you
oh,
work second shift 12 hours doesn't mean you have
Wow,
more of a
You
job than
work.
somebody else.
You exert all that effort and you still live with with mommy and daddy at home?
Oh, mercy. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Doc.
Hey, what's up, Doug? Hey, Doug, where are you living? I thought you got a new apartment somewhere.
Yeah, I do. I'm still in Iowa up here in Sioux City. With the railroad, I made it. It's a 15-week training course, and about 9 weeks into it, I had a real bad panic attack on one of the trains, and so when I got back to my instructors, they kind of recommended that I turn in my resignation. So I did.
Oh,
And
wow. Okay.
but it's not really, it's just it wasn't the right thing for me. But I'm still good. I got a job up here. I'm doing fine.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely glad to hear that you got a new job.
Mhm.
Now, do you mind talking about that a little bit, or do you not want to talk about the details?
No, it's fine. Yeah, absolutely.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's fine.
if I may, just you have piqued my curiosity. You had a panic attack. What did you
Yeah,
like almost get into an accident or something? Why would you
yeah.
why would you have an anxiety attack?
So the first 8 weeks were pretty okay. I was working in the yard, uh, the yard, and then I went out on the road with engineers and conductors, learning how to tie rail cars to locomotives and move them from point A to point B. And it was going pretty good, I thought. And then they put me with a different crew on overnights, and then I was on call. So like I didn't know exactly when I was going to work or when they would call me. So I ended up getting on this train with these guys, and we ended up hitting into this snowstorm, and it was about 5 o'clock in the morning, and we had 3 locomotives, which we were pulling like 75 rail cars, and two of the locomotives lost power, and I heard that come over the dispatcher, and I didn't know that we were okay. But when I heard that 2 of the locomotives had lost power, I freaked out because I couldn't see 5 feet in front of me. And then that sent me into a panic. And so I went through that process. And then the next day, I basically talked to my coordinators, the guys who were responsible for the training. And they basically said, at this time, we think you need to just get out of this.
I see. Okay.
It's that stressful. It's that stressful.
Do what now, MGTOW in the wind?
So basically, being a train conductor is that stressful.
For me, it was. It won't be that for everybody.
Right.
But for me, it was like like for you guys who drive 18-wheelers, I'm sure you'd be fine. But I'm on medication now to help my blood pressure. and to help me not have these episodes. And it's working. I only wish that I had done it before I started with the railroad. But yeah, for me it was too much. But it wouldn't be that way for every individual, of course.
Right. Like for me, it's like if I fall, I know that if I fall off a load, nobody's gonna find on a Friday evening. Nobody's gonna find me until Monday.
Yeah.
Basically, the only sound that's gonna come out is like
for MGTOW in the wind, and for myself, it's 18 wheelers. Polska Bob, he also delivers as well. He's also a driver. He drives 4 wheels. Did you know that?
Yes, I was aware that of what Polska Bob was doing for. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then on the weekends when he's not working, he drives 5 wheels. He drives a tricycle with trainers.
That doesn't even make any sense, cowboy. Why would it be called? Why would it have 5 wheels and it's called a tricycle? That's just dumb.
Now I'm working at Cargill, which is a soybean plant. I'm making almost as much money as I was on the railroad. I still got my apartment, and so I'm good. I'm still doing pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's a great feeling. You're living on your own, hundreds of miles away from your family, and now I don't know if you know, Doug. Did you know that Polska still lives with his parents and he's almost 50 years old?
I gotta get my parents drugs when I'm off of work. Actually,
and look on the bright side. He's saving a fuck ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. That's right. He's saving.
That's
and
fantastic.
Sometimes he'll keep a couple pills from his parents. He'll crush them up and snort them.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I don't have that luxury.
No, you're a highly competent, responsible person, MGTOW in the wind, of course.
Look, all my parents are dead, so I don't have that luxury.
Right.
Like see, in the famous words of my dad, he's taking his dirt nap. My dad,
yes.
let's see. Look, me and my dad had a very macabre sense of humor. I laugh about things. Like he laughed about him. He laughed about his death, about dying. I laugh about potentially dying from one of these loads, turning me into a pancake or something, or a screaming alpha.
Yeah, no, I've had a couple close calls, but luckily no accidents yet. No crashes, no collisions, no speeding tickets, no failed inspections. There's a lot that could go wrong, but
I'm picturing Final Destination in my head, with the log truck.
Yeah. Flatbeds have a tendency to Final Destination, not only the driver but anybody who's nearby.
Yeah, right.
It's just usually the driver that ends up like a shish kebab carrying pipes.
So, MGTOW in the wind, are you OTR?
I am OTR regional.
Oh, okay. Does that mean that you get to have weekends off?
Yeah, I have a higher possibility of weekends off, but I do go from Vermont down to Florida, as far west as Texas and Arizona.
Oh, cool. I guess the longer you stay out there, the more you can make.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Just out of curiosity, MGTOW in the wind, you get like a daily flat rate? Do you get cents per mile? What you percentage of
cents per mile? Cents per mile.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. That's where the big money is OTR. So.
like it's like said. First off, one of the things is like it's one of the truck driving is one of the last industries where you're actually paid what you're worth. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless
All right,
you're,
boys. I gotta wrap up. I gotta wrap up my day, so I gotta get going. Cowboy,
all
give me a
right.
call later, all right? And
10-4.
fun talking to
Yeah.
you guys.
Polska, I'll probably be on Chaoses. Are you going to do the Red Dead tonight?
Yeah, we'll be on in a couple hours.
Okay, I'll probably see you there, man.
All right, cool. Later, guys.
All right, man. Peace out.
Yeah, thanks for letting me come on here, Cowboy. Good to see you again.
Yeah. No, it's a pleasure. I haven't been on in months. To be honest, I was kind of missing. I was kind of missing the community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm on a 34, you know, so I got plenty of time.
Oh, you got a reset?
Yep. Start my
Where are
reset.
you, by the way?
I'm currently in Georgia.
Mm.
Very good.
I've been there before.
Yeah. Nice weather. Nice weather when it's not raining or hurricane. Or hurricane.
Are you south of Atlanta or north of it, or?
I'm north of Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Or should I say 85? I'm about north of Atlanta.
By Athens or by Rome?
Shit, where the hell am I? Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm I'm somewhere near Carnesville.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Do either of you know a content creator called Demcad?
No, I do not.
Oh wow, you should totally look him up. I'm a long time subscriber to him. He just moved to Georgia. He just moved like an hour north of Atlanta. He accepted a new position.
It's a thirst trap. Look here, Georgia's a thirst trap, you know?
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah, it's a huge fucking thirst trap where if you are not a really staunch red pill MGTOW individual, these chicks will take advantage of you all the way. Like just by walking past you, just by walking, they'll try it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. Maybe I should close that. Like I said, just by walking, just like I said, it's a thirst trap, especially when the weather's warm. I'm going back in my cave. I'm closing these blinds.
Yeah, when it gets warm, do you just keep your window open, or do you keep the engine running with the AC, or
I will idle that engine. You know, fuck, like I said, I will idle the engine.
Okay. Are you a owner operator driver, or
not in this economy?
Oh, okay.
You could pay like this economy. Fuel taxes, fuel's killing you. The brokers want to shortchange you.
Yeah. And probably the insurance costs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like I said, if the taxes, no, and then you got to worry about the tolls. You'll get most of the stuff back at the end of the year for your taxes, but is it really worth it? No, it's not.
What kind of hours do you like to drive?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm pretty flexible.
Yeah, guys.
But
I was gonna have a friend come on and talk about MGTOW, but she does happen to be a little sick, and I know that she is. Oh well, whatever. Well, I'll tell you what. Can you talk about? Can you introduce yourself and just talk for 1 minute or 2 minutes? Just talk about your understanding of MGTOW. You've heard of MGTOW, right?
Yeah, I have heard.
This is a friend of mine. I'm gonna call her Lady Shelley Fontanelli. Shelley Fontanelli, are you there?
Yes.
Can you speak for 1 minute? So you've how long have you known me?
Going on 9 years.
Try to speak nice and loud, nice and clear. I know that's hard because your voice is a little hoarse. Actually, you're sick. How long have you known me?
Going on 9 years.
Okay, and you know I'm a MGTOW, is that right?
Yes.
Can you talk about that for a second? What's your understanding of MGTOW?
Men going their own way.
Right, right. And I talked to you about it. There's a huge poster in my apartment, right? That shows a MGTOW sign.
Yeah.
And can what's your understanding of MGTOW?
Men not wanting to get married
Why? How come we don't want to get married?
because women will have a kid with you and leave you and take half of what you have or more.
Do you believe that? Is that really what happens, or is that a lie, or what?
I'd say the majority of the time that's what happens.
I see. So, what's up with that?
Well, I don't know.
You're
I'm not guilty of that. So
you got married once in your life, though, right?
Yeah.
I see. So, what's up with that? Why would you get married?
Because I grew up with, if you are pregnant, you should be married to the man. And I got pregnant at 21 and married him, stayed with him for 10 years, and then he went to prison.
He went to prison?
Yeah.
So you baby trapped a guy? You wanted to be with him, so you got pregnant to convince him to marry you?
Absolutely not. If I baby trapped him, I would have left him after I had a kid with him.
Well, a baby trapping is where a woman wants a man to marry her, but maybe for some reason he won't, so she purposely gets pregnant in a bid to convince him to get married.
Actually, he got me pregnant before I married him. When I found out I was pregnant, that's when I married him.
So you guys got married after you became pregnant?
Yes.
I see. Okay. Yeah, no, it's all very exciting. I tell people all the time, just avoid marriage. It's not working out.
Great. I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing.
Yeah, sure, babe.
Traditional shotgun marriage.
Oh. Anyway. Yeah, no, it's a mess, man. I'm telling you, it's a mess. So what I recommend to men, I've said this 100 times and I'll say it 100 times more, I recommend that you guys just do what I do. Just bring over girls, and if you want to, when it's, how can I put it? I'll try. When it's sexy fun time, you bring over girls and you have fun with them, and when you're done, you send them home, and don't move them in and don't marry them, and you'll avoid all these problems. My dad was destroyed. You heard that guy, whatever his name was, Minaj Roy. His uncle somehow had all this property and all the monies was somehow siphoned off by this woman. All these horror stories everywhere I look.
And it's like, for me, it's like I'm more of the observant type person. If I see something is potentially going, first thing foremost, if I'm gonna give you two things, two scenarios. I'm an observant person. I see my uncle. Well, my uncle's still around, but his wife, like I said, my family did not like his wife. Like my dad, my sister, my mother, my grandmother. Pretty much the majority of my family did not like his wife, but because he was a good person, we kept the safe haven open for him. for when his wife gets into her one of her abusive moods, you know.
Sure, sure. Right. There's also that. Like I mean, I don't know. I've just become convinced. You know, I'll be 40 years old this year. In 6 months, I'll be 40 years old. And I can tell you honestly, all the stuff that we're essentially, I'm convinced that men, we are lied to. We're totally lied to. They tell us, you know, women are all this and they're nice and they're great. And then you get out here and it's like, no, actually these women are, a lot of them really are pretty bad. They're really selfish and they lie and they cheat and they scheme and scam and plot and backstab and they're catty and they're spiteful. And, you know, if that's the truth, and it is, well, why aren't men told this from a young age? I'm convinced it's because they know, the powers that be know how women are, but they also know that they need a certain percentage of us to, you know, frankly, to procreate, to copulate, to hook up and keep things going. And
did your family, did you guys ever feel outside pressure to get married from either family or friends?
No, not really. Not really. Go ahead.
There's a reason why I'm not inviting if I were to buy a house, I wouldn't invite my aunts and my cousins to the housewarming party. You know, because she would say, "Oh, big dear, you got a house, you got a car, you got a good job. Why don't you settle down?" And I'd have to look at her like this.
Yeah. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Like, if I were to get a house and start a housewarming party, my aunt would be like, "Hey, you're getting up there in age. You already got a house, you got cars, and you know you got a good job. You need to settle down and find yourself a nice woman." And I'd look at her like this. Like I said, I'm gonna do it with my glasses on. I'm gonna do it with my glasses on.
Yeah. All right.
You know, you're not going to believe it. Just today, or I guess technically yesterday, because it's after midnight, I was basically told the same thing by a coworker. So today I was sent to Joliet twice. One to pick up, I don't know, miscellaneous stuff. I'm not even sure what's in the back of my trailer. But the second one is basically like a dedicated Caterpillar account. You know, you guys know Caterpillar. It's like a large. They make like farm implements and heavy machinery and stuff. And at that warehouse, there are these women that I have to deal with every day, and one of them was literally telling me that today, like, "Oh, you know, when are you gonna?" She literally, I think verbatim almost, or you know, maybe not verbatim, but to paraphrase, she was like, When are you gonna find a wife? And I was like, wow, I can't believe you'd be that brazen to even, you know, ask a question like that. But
yeah.
But women, you know, that is really a concern for women, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, like I said, for me. Oh, you can go ahead.
No, I'm sorry about that. It's so the high income earning women, do you think that's a problem, like for guys who do want to be married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why it's a problem. Their attitude. First things first, they're gonna use their income as a battering ram.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like if they didn't use their income as a battering ram, it wouldn't be so much as a problem. But the problem is they use their income as a battering ram. You says, "Oh, I make this much money, and I work this long, yada. Yeah, okay, good for you."
Yeah.
Like it's not supposed to be. First things foremost, it's not supposed to be a competition.
Right.
You're not supposed to be competing at your own home. It's supposed to be a mutual thing. in your home that you both should seek peace and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Peace and quiet, not competition, not a pissing contest. The thing is like they like to turn their careers into a pissing contest to make you feel some kind of way, and that ain't right.
No.
You know that. And when you turn it into a pissing contest, guess what? You're gonna pretty soon you're gonna be one. First things foremost, low income or lower. If your income is lower than hers, even by 1 cent, yeah,
Her
it's guess what?
hypergamy kicks in. Yeah.
Right. Guess what? It's a piss contest. Basically, you got two people with jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you supposed to be able to facilitate each other faster?
You
Pay
would
off
think
bills
so.
faster. Get the car payment paid off faster. The mortgage paid off faster. Right?
Yeah.
To where you can actually pass that down to your children, and so they have some sort of income for some sort of place to lay their head down whenever you pass on and you die and you drop dead like a sack of potatoes. Isn't that the plan? But then again, you use your career as a battering ram and destroy everything that you're trying to build. That's the structure. From what I understand, women are very destructive. Actually, not women. Females are very destructive. We still ain't figured out the definition of a woman, so I'm gonna call it a female.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering, because I don't make six figures, but I'm thinking that even for the men who are making six figures, are they paying most of the bills and going into debt for a lot of these things inside of marriage?
If they're making six figures, they're probably working on paying everything that they have off, and they're single.
Okay.
They're making six figures. They probably have everything paid off and are just basically focusing on fun and occasionally bringing a woman over just to freak it, just as a own a hole or a comfort factory.
Oh,
In the
sure.
first place. If they're making six figures, they're not getting married. Like I said, they're the ones that are basically they're the ones that women are going after, knowing if not, I don't either not knowing or knowing that they're in competition with other women.
Oh,
You know?
yes. Yeah.
They haven't quite and eventually at a certain age, the dude making six figures who's got his house paid off, who's got his car paid off, and is now focusing on his toys, is going to kick them to the curb, leave them ass out, cash out at a certain age, and go with their younger daughter.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's exactly what it is. They're leaving these women who are hunting for six figures, a six-figure wascally wabbit, that are going to kick them to the curb at a certain age and go for their younger daughters.
Okay.
That's pretty much what it is. That's a six-figure lifestyle right there, to be able to kick your old lady, kick some chick to the curb and go for a younger, hotter 18-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's pretty much what it is. If I'm making six figures, I got my house paid off. If I'm making six figures, I got my car paid off. If I'm making six figures, I'm having a rotation of young, hot chicks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So why would I have to focus on one chick when I have options? Logistically, it makes no logistical sense that these women wants to share a man. They want to share a man. Oh, in the culture of Islam, you are allowed to have, I think, 4 or 5 wives, right? 4 or 5 wives. So you're gonna basically. So did certainly these six-figure men turn into Muslims now? Because six-figure men, they're not gonna tolerate them. They're gonna pick the best of the best.
Yeah.
Even if they're Muslim, they're gonna pick the best of the best of whatever culture they go to, whatever, They're gonna pick the best of the best. They're not gonna pick these other women that are just basically just flaunting around their goddamn goods. They're not gonna pick them. They're gonna pick the best of the best, the ones that actually have, that are actually worth a darn, that actually can bring money into the household by legal means, by the legitimate legal means.
Yeah. I mean,
You know?
in my particular situation, I'm actually making money and every month, and I'm still paying my bills, and I don't have the 6-figure income. So for me, it's like, gosh, yeah, I'm not progressing as fast, but I'm progressing. But I don't have the dependent of a wife.
Exactly. Like I said, if you have to be dependent, there's a problem. Like I said there's a difference. As I said before, there's a difference between independent and in-dependent, or in space dependent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, independent means it's like you are able to do things on your own, at least hold off, or either A, get the wolves out of your tail, or B, hold off the wolves long enough for somebody to come in and get them and fend them and chase them off. And in-dependent is basically you're reliant on another source. Another source of income, either government provided or somebody else. You're not in, like I said, and if you're an independent woman, first and foremost, you should not be relegated to an attitude. You know?
Yeah.
There should not be an attitude. You should be grateful that somebody's helping you out, helping pay your bills. But then again, we don't have that. We don't teach that. Western society doesn't teach that. They don't believe in teaching that, because guess what? Divorce is a multi-billion dollar industry. And the government needs money. Lawyers need money. And guess what? The way I see it, I think the lawyers are the main lobbyists. And now
are they all in cahoots, like all the way down to the police departments? I mean, I had an incident here in the last couple of weeks where I live, where a woman is screaming her head off at her husband or boyfriend next door, and I go to report it to the landlord first, and they say we can do nothing. Then I go to the police. I say, well, they give me the same answer. We can do nothing. She has mental illness. And I said, yeah, but if I have a mental illness and show up at your house, I'm going to jail for acting that way.
Is it not surprising? Is it not surprising? Follow the paper trail. Follow the paper trail. You'll find the source.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the paper trail. You'll find the source.
Look, no wonder they're looking at PIA. It's crazy to me. They don't work for me. My tax dollars pay their salaries, but they don't work for me.
Exactly. Look at the paper trail. It's being, like I said, it's just that simple. Like I said, because you're a man, you're supposed to be able to hold yourself to a higher standard, right?
Yeah.
But women, like I said, women ain't held to that same standard.
It's pretty crazy. It's almost like, because the way these people fight, and you could report it 1,000 times and then the police not do anything, and then one day one of them's dead. They killed one another. And it's like, I told you about this 1,000 times.
And I can guarantee you, if the chick kills a dude, it's going to be self-defense.
Yep, she's going to get off in 6 months probation.
Like I said, that's why I don't bother dating. I would rather buy me a doll and face public ridicule than a date.
That's where I'm at with it too. Yeah.
I would rather buy a robot, face public ridicule than date.
Yes. I'm with you on that. That's how absurd it is to me to even think about getting back out there.
And you know what? The thing is, one of the reasons why too many people don't mess with me is because I'll help them ridicule me. I'll help them I'll help them, like, hey, you can't get, yep, you're dang on right. You know what? Is that the best you got? How about this? How about this? I'll help you out. I'm a limp, small, having basically broke, ain't crap. They said, "That's the best you got? I can do better. Yeah? I can do better. I guarantee you,
Yeah.
I can do better than you." I about to say the thing is, I've always had this mentality. I can kick my own ass better than anybody else.
Yeah. Oh, me
Like I
too.
said,
Absolutely. Yeah.
like I said, I can whoop my own ass verbally better than anybody else. I do it on a daily basis. Hell, I gotta guess what? In this truck, I'm not sure. I haven't checked. Yep. Nope. I don't got a mirror no more. They apparently the mirror fell off. Okay, great. But I guess what? I still got a phone to look at myself and cuss and ridicule myself. I can do it better than anybody else.
Gosh, man, yeah. How long have you been in the trucking business?
Since 2017.
Oh, cool.
I've been in there for a while. You know.
Well, it's nice to talk to you.
Yeah. Like for me, I've seen everything from crushed cabs to burning trucks.
Mm.
Yeah, so it is what it is. Like I said, I've seen everything from crushed cabs to burning trucks to a driver shish kebab. You know, and it's like there ain't much luck left after a truck accident.
No, I can't imagine. We the railroad, they have their derailments, and I'm sure you guys heard about the one in
Ohio.
Yeah,
East Palestine.
Ohio, East Palestine. Yeah.
Like I said, for me, it's like in that situation when a snowstorm like that, I'll slow down.
Yeah.
If they want, they should. Look here, there's a t-shirt that I'd like to have, but well, I don't think I'll be able to get it. But like, look here, they'll need it when you get it. When you get there, they'll still need it when you get there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, ain't no rush, ain't no worry. They'll still need it when you get there.
Yep.
Like it like I said, if they mad that it's late, and like, look, do you need it? Yes. Are you happy it's here? Yes. Well, then why are you cussing me out?
Gosh, yeah, exactly.
Like, they'll need it when like I said, they'll still need it when you get there. It'll get there when it gets there. And this mentality, I'm not gonna kill myself strapping down or tarping a load. That's one thing. Like, I'm not gonna kill myself in the heat, and I'm not gonna kill myself in the cold. If it's cold, I'm going in the truck and I'm warming up. If it's hot, I'm going in the truck. I'm drinking me a couple bottles of water, and I'm cooling down. I'm not gonna kill myself on a load.
Gotcha. Absolutely. Absolutely. Are
No
you
load.
a flatbedder?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
No load is worth me dying.
No. Yeah. Now, some trucking companies will tell you that, and then they'll be different. Like, you better hurry up, I guess.
Look, there are other companies. There are other companies that are more than willing to pay me for my services.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like there are other truck companies that are more than willing to understand, that are more understanding that I'm not going to kill myself. You know, like I said, yes, I could be the fastest target, but when you're driving dehydrated, it ain't like it ain't safe. When you're driving with borderline hypothermia, it ain't safe.
Mm-mm.
No, it's still.
How
You
do
know?
you keep yourself awake?
Like for me, I mean, it's just the fact that I shift gears. You know, I have a gear shift.
Okay.
You know, like while all these automatic transmission drivers are nodding off, bobbing for the invisible man's cock, I'm basically I gotta keep my mindset on the RPMs and listen for them.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
That's why I don't drive automatics. That's why I would rather not drive an automatic.
Plus,
I don't want
you're getting more miles too that way too, aren't you? I mean, you're going to make more and you're going to get more miles.
Yep.
Yep.
What do you think, Mike?
Because with an automatic transmission, If I'm falling asleep, I'm going to the rest area and I'm taking a nap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Like I said, if I'm falling asleep with an automatic transmission, I'm taking a nap because there's nothing that truck can offer me to keep me awake.
Yeah.
And it's like they got the Bendix system on the automatic trucks. Like, okay, what's that do when the dude gets used to gets tired and gets used to the Bendix system? Beep, 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 beep. Automatic braking kicks in. And guess what? You just killed somebody from behind you because they were falling too close.
Yep.
You just killed somebody behind you because they were falling too close. And instead of basically you mentally knowing that you how fast you can downshift, and you're leaving the appropriate space between you and the front of the vehicle. How's that automatic transmission working out? Most of the trucks on the side of the road broke down are automatics.
Yeah.
Which that should tell you something there.
Yeah. And so your engine probably doesn't have a governor on it then either.
You can govern a manual transmission just as well as you can govern an automatic transmission in this day and age.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
You probably don't want one though, do you?
I don't want. I mean, I can see the reason for the governor, but that's why I travel about 5 miles under the speed limit, so that if something goes wrong, like in a truck, if you blow a tire, first thing you do is you put the fuel, put the fuel down, so you can get that torque, so that you don't. So if it's a front tire, you can at least lift the front tire up,
Yeah.
If it's on the right side, gas it. Left side, let off. And it's like you can at least put the fuel down and lift it, keep the front tire from touching the ground so you don't get screwed up. But it's like, governor, I see why they want it governed, but it's not worth a darn. It really isn't, because people are going to find a way to speed. Like I said, it's called there's this thing called Georgia cruise control, where they just basically put it in neutral and let gravity do all the work.
Wow. That's pretty neat.
And I don't do it myself because I like to keep my vehicle under control. But what I do is I use the hills to help me brake.
Okay.
When I'm going uphill, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use gravity assisted braking so I don't smoke my brakes. Going down this hill, coming over the crest of this hill, I will meet the gear shift. I will meet the gear where the road speed is, flip the throttle, put it in the gear, and go down that hill at the same speed.
Oh, that's awesome. Because that way you don't have to worry about, like you said, burning up your brakes. Yeah.
Yep.
You don't want that. No. Yeah. That's cool.
I said I use any techniques that I use that and I'm willing to learn more techniques. That's the thing about having a CDL. Like I said, no matter what, you're always learning.
Yeah. So you said you go from Vermont. Vermont's probably got a lot of mountains in it, doesn't it?
Oh, it's got I've learned from driving through Vermont that everything is trying to kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got moose, you've got bear, you've got the elements, and you've got the mountains that at any point can give way, cause a landslide, and screw you over.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. There are moose in Vermont?
Yeah. There are moose in Vermont. They're very close to the Canadian border.
I honestly didn't know that. I mean, if you said there were elk in Montana, I'd say yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Look,
But
like I
moose,
said, they have a moose.
that seems like
They
South
have a thing
Africa.
called moose crossing. You don't honk your air horn because they'll take that as a challenge.
Wow.
And the moose, the moose are big. They are really freaking big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bigger
My
than deer.
understanding is moose are the biggest of the deer family.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, I'm not, like I said, what I'm gonna do is, like I said, if I see a moose staying on the road, if he don't want to move within 3 minutes, I'm going to off duty. And I'm just gonna sit there and chill, sit on a sleeper berth and watch and see what he's gonna do.
When you do your pre-trip inspection, are you just basically making sure that your kingpin is locked, like with your, that nobody's tampering with your shit?
It's not just that.
Yeah, I mean, you
It's
want to
not
make
just
sure all
that.
your lights are good. You want to make sure all your tires are looking good. There's no bruises.
You also want to make sure that you got enough oil and antifreeze in your truck.
There
Okay.
you go. You want to make sure all your fluids are looking good. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
'Cause,
they say even on the short end, even on a short end, your pre-trip inspection should be at least 10 minutes. 15 should be
Okay.
fine, but at least 10 minutes. You walk around the truck, you literally visually inspect every single tire, and yeah, and make sure.
There's
I
one
mean-
thing that people, there's
Oh, I'm
also
sorry,
one
go
thing that people do forget themselves.
What do you mean?
Oh, to check themselves. Yeah.
If you're going through your pre-trip and you don't feel good, you should call your dispatch and you should not be driving.
Oh yeah, I hear you. I hear you with that.
Like
of
this.
course,
Like I said, you were the captain. If you don't feel if you're feeling under the weather,
Mm-hmm.
if you are feeling sick, if you're feeling tired, you don't feel that you're well rested,
Yeah.
look, you just call it a day. I mean, call it a couple. Go back to the sleeper berth, get you some more sleep, and
Okay.
and then do your next pre-trip.
Okay. So, because they can make arrangements for that load, right? Like, or if you're empty, and you
Right.
don't have a load. Okay.
Like they'll make arrangements. Like I
I
said,
know that-
I got a load, a dedicated load that I tell them I'm not making any promises until I'm loaded.
Cool.
I don't make any promises.
I just don't know about that. I've never, now of course I'm driving local, but when I was driving over the road, I never experienced that. I mean, I'm absolutely sure it happens every once in a great while. The driver just says, you know what, for whatever reason, I just can't drive right now. I need an extra 6 hours or whatever. But
I need
I don't know how that works. I guess you contact
basically.
dispatch.
Just think about it this way: getting up at 2 a.m., feeling kind of groggy, and you think everything's good. You pull off, and you take somebody's bull bars out, exiting the truck stop.
Mhm.
Versus you wait a couple more hours, you have more visibility, you are more well rested, your sunlight is hitting you right now, so you're kind of awake, and you basically make a clean pass, and you've got 2 trucks with bull bars, and you don't hit neither one of them. They're both improperly parked. That's the difference.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I absolutely hear you. I'm just saying I never had that experience having, being so fatigued out where you actually call dispatch and explain the situation. But I imagine it happens all the time.
It happens.
Especially with over the road.
Yeah, like it does happen. Like it is tiring. I mean, driving 10 hours a day, is tiring. Like say your 30-minute break is to assess to see if you can finish the last 3 hours.
There you go.
Okay, that's what that's for. Okay.
It's
Well,
like it's
no,
based,
not technically. Not
not
technically.
technically. It's supposed to be a lunch break or some stuff, but your 30-minute break is to assess to see if you can finish the last 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
And you
Yeah,
get
you
some
get
time back too, don't you? That way, like more drive time.
Like that's what I use it for. I use it for a nap. I will use a 30-minute break for a nap.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I use a 30-minute break for. I get me a nap, try
Doug,
like a
why don't
20,
you-
like a 25, 20-minute nap, and then I continue on about my way.
Doug, why don't you consider becoming a trucker?
You know, I actually had my CDL before.
Oh, that's
I
right.
got it with a rail transportation right around
Right.
Stockbridge, Georgia, down there, pretty close to Atlanta. And it's been, now I don't have it now, but that's kind of been in my head for a while too. But I'm making decent money where I'm at. I'm going to kind of see where it goes. But I'm going to keep that in my mind as an option, though.
Yeah, no, that could be a good fallback.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, like I said, it's just the fact is like over time I'm gonna lose my taste for adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna lose my taste for adventure. Now I fully expect my company to grow. Especially with flatbed.
Yeah.
I expect it to grow. I expect it to want to take in more revenue, to take in more business. But one of the things about me is like if I feel that it's becoming over that it's becoming over not commercialized, if it's becoming over corporate, I will literally go with another small carrier.
Yeah.
Hey, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm about to engage in some other business. So I need to end the stream.
10-4.
Oh, yeah, no worries, cowboy.
If you guys don't mind, me and my lady friend, we're going to engage in some Bible study now.
Oh, that's cool.
Pray.
All right. 10-4.
Take care.
I
Take
like
care,
that
cowboy.
stuff.
Take care, Win. Take care, Dougie. Peace
All
out.
right, guys. See you later now. See you later. Later, alligator.
Nice
10-4.
talking to you, fellas.
Hey, nice to hear you're back again. All right.
Hasta luego. Oh, Lady Shelley Fontanelli, say goodbye to everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
10-4.
Later, guys.
See ya.